Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? This is Kaipacha with the weekly Pele report. And this week, Astrology for the Soul is coming to you from Tulum, Mexico. I'm right across the street from the beach, but I wanted to bring you out to a cenote here. These are the beautiful sacred pools because there's a huge underground water aquifer underneath this whole land. It's very powerful. It's the ancient Mayan territory. So I'm going to save the beach for another day. This is January 27th, 2015. The moon right now is in Taurus, Earth. And she's staying there until tomorrow, goes into Gemini. And Friday moves into Cancer. By Monday, she moves into Leo. And we have a full moon happening at 14 degrees, 48 minutes. Moon in Leo, Sun in Aquarius, conjunct with Mercury all week really, but that Sun-Mercury conjunction is exact on Friday, yeah? Along with Venus, which is now going into Pisces as of today. Venus is going to be conjoining with Neptune this week and squaring Saturn, and that square to Saturn is exact on Friday. And then it's quite the time. Mars is coming into this conjunction, yes, with Chiron. And my sleeve is caught on a stick. Saturday, Mars is exactly conjunct Chiron, and then Venus is coming up to conjoin with Neptune, and we're going to have a Venus, Mars, Neptune, Chiron conjunction going on here in Pisces. That's really what I'm going to be talking to you about today. And of course it is square to Saturn up there in early Sagittarius. That's kind of the big news going on. And of course that Mercury is retrograde, joined together with the Sun. Yeah, and that is an exact conjunction at 10 degrees of Aquarius. Yeah. Now we're coming up to the cenote here, and there are these rather huge fish. There's a family of 3 that live in this cenote. Belongs to Nuno, who is the owner of the Astrology, which is where my friend Bobby Klein, who brought us, he brought me here to Tulum, and we're staying right on the beach at Nuno's place. Wonderful fellow, wonderful place. I encourage you to check it out and maybe come by to the Astrology. Here is the cenote that we come to. And this is the most beautiful, clean, pure water that we are going to possibly see some of those fish down in there. I don't know how much you can see with the camera. They're about the size of sharks. They're more than a meter long. Well, maybe they'll jump up out of the water while I'm talking. For now, I'm going to shut this off and talk at you some more. Okay. Hola, amigos, amigas. Today, I would like to talk to you about this Pisces energy indeed. Yeah? I just finished doing a Sabian symbol report for what's going on now that really went into great depth with this. You can get that if you want to join the New Paradigm Astrology community, which is growing by leaps and bounds. It's awesome to meet so many new people on the forum, and I'll be doing a question and answer webinar this weekend for the community. You might check that out. But this is a very powerful time that we are in a transitional period of bringing in some new energy. And the overall trend of 2015 is this is a time of manifestation. It's so perfect to be here at the cenote because it's this deep underwater, well, underground water. And these fish are so symbolic of, this is like 2013, 2014 was this building up of energy, Saturn in Scorpio, really stirring up the depths of our needs and passions and creative energies, the Shakti rising. And 2015 with this Jupiter in Leo, there's 3 Venus-Mars conjunctions this year. And it's just this time of manifestation, exertion, work, leading to the, the externalization of all of this internal processing and envisioning that has been going on for the last couple of years. Now, the tendency and the challenge at this time can be obviously, like I spoke of last week, I believe, right? The premature, jump to change, or, is the Sabian symbol was, the unexploded bomb, symbolizing a premature attempt to change the status quo. And so this time period that we're in, it's for a couple of months now, it's this last final Uranus square Pluto. This is this time of really forming, structuring, consolidating, cautiously, conservatively, with patience and maturity. Forms, structures, institutions, enterprises, businesses, relationships, children, that are going to last into the new millennium, into the new age of Aquarius. It's really this potent time just before birth. It's like you start getting the Braxton Hicks. It's like, okay, I'm feeling, I'm feeling it's time. But it's not quite yet time. So it requires the utmost amount of care, of awakeness, of alertness, of awareness, of caution, to really read our environment, read the situation, read the world, life, bringing us information as to how best to proceed. And the best way, of course, to be reading this correctly or properly is to what? Open all of our senses. Open our hearts. Open our third eyes. Open our crown chakras. Open our scope of understanding. And this is what Pisces is really all about. And this is what this whole grand stellium of planets coming through Pisces right now and for the next couple of weeks, even more so, come next month, February, when the Sun and Mercury also go into Pisces. Talk about that later. But Pisces is this sensitivity to the unseen, the unheard, the untouched, the unfelt. It is the infinite world of spirit, of the world beyond, of music, art, color, dance, movement. It's the dream. And Mars wants to manifest this dream. And I feel this dream and I see this dream and it's like a fairy tale and I want to ride off into the sunset and there's kind of an innocent, open naivety at points, at times, with Pisces, where we just see it. We have no sense of time, like little babies or like in a dream. There's no time, and it's like, I see this vision and do it now, jump on it now. And this, of course, can lead to, with Saturn square, the authorities, the laws, the structures, the police, whoever, your parents. I mean, it's just like, external authorities coming in and saying, not yet. wait, hold. You don't have the money, you don't have the plan, you're not ready yet. But we need these wise elders to really bring in that message now without, and this is the downside of Pisces, feeling like the victim, feeling like the martyr. Oh, it's not time yet, or, I'm being stopped, or I'm so sensitive, and I'm so open, and I'm so loving, and I only want what's good. I only want what's best. Why am I being stopped? Why am I being held back? Why am I being imprisoned? Yeah. And then we go into victim, and we go into martyr, and we go into self-pity, and that leads us down that wormhole of despair until we want to escape. We want to avoid. We want to deny. Yeah? And so then we can this leads into all forms of addictive behaviors. Yes, of that I don't want to deal with what is Saturn square. And Saturn is squaring Sagittarius. We may not want to deal with what is true. I don't want to see the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth tells me that I need to, change something in myself or in my plan or in my ideas, or and I just want to, impress myself in the outer world. Maybe not so much do my inner work. So there can be, this time where we want to jump forward, we're held back, and then we feel victimized, we feel self-pity, we feel like a bunch of martyrs. And this, of course, all this stuff spirals on, right? Of course, this can lead to sadistic forms of behavior where we get angry. And out of that anger, you've got no right to stop me, that my dream is important, and I know it was given to me by Jesus, or, Mohammed, or whoever, some star being, the Pleiades or whatever, some ETs told me, this is the way it's to be, this is the truth, this is, and then we can really get into places of violence, of anger, of not respecting, other people's realities, other people's truths. So this is a time where tolerance, being sensitive and being strong and being tolerant, all at the same time. We don't want to give up our sensitivities, numb ourselves out, stop listening, stop feeling, like check out. So we need to be strong to hang in there and endure and persevere and listen and plan and cooperate. North Node still in Libra. Compromise, plan things out together with our partners. And tolerate diversity, tolerate other points of view, and this needs to spark new creative solutions that are win-win for everybody. And if our plan is not tolerating or incorporating or respecting other points of view, other lifestyles, other beliefs, other needs, we need to make modifications so that we can find a way to live together in this age of Aquarius. And of course, this is going, the age of Aquarius, it gives us a couple thousand years. And we're just at the beginning of the gate. So we want to also then, of course, have patience with ourselves. So we can see the pitfalls, the potholes in the road these days. Yes, that the path or the road going through the mango grove, whatever, has ways of us falling down, losing the focus of the ideal. But it's like it's something to hold that vision of the ideal and keep your eyes on the ground and the potholes there, and be in this middle realm of relationship with other people, all simultaneously. This is kind of the, you know, it's the challenge, it's the dance, it's the, you know, it's the stuff stories are made of, books are written about, poems and plays are produced by the kind of drama, you know, that can be coming out of, you know, these time periods in the history of human consciousness, and of course in your own life. Yeah, so that's just a little something to meditate, mellowly consider today. The mantra for today, yes, is, if I feel like a victim, my fate in others' hands, I know it's life wanting me to find and take my stand. Yeah? Not to feel victimized, not to feel like the martyr, not to go into, oh, they don't like me, they don't want me, they don't love my dream, or blah, 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 blah. It's never going to happen. Give up in despair. This is Chiron. The wound of Chiron in Pisces, yes, is this feeling disconnected from source. There is no God, there's no salvation, there's no love. And Mars wants to open this wound, and it can create crisis, but it's a healing crisis. So see that wound. Lack of hope, lack of faith, lack of believing, and despairing, and giving up. Don't give up. It's like, be strong, stay with it, and know that it's all a learning process, that all these other people or external authorities or the laws or the rules or the money, it's all helping us to find our stand. I need to find and take my stand. So don't be daunted, don't despair, don't give up, and push that dream forward in a realistic, practical, grounded way, making community, making the human family more functional. We're coming out of the dysfunctional nuclear family into a functional global family. Yeah, baby. Ow! So, nice to talk to you today. I wish you all the very best. And namaste, aloha. So much love.